sir. Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Roman Sandsucker. I'm the leader of the Fall River Paranormal Society. My cohorts and I are here to investigate any spooky happenings that are going on inside the library.
You serious?
Yes, sir.
I've been here 40 years. I haven't seen anything spooky in this place. You need to get in?
Yes, we do, sir.
I'd be more than happy to.
Excellent. Gentlemen, if you would be so kind, follow me. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Good luck. Watch out for the ghosts. Wow, those kids are crazy. Looking for ghosts in the library. 40 years I've been here doing this. Never seen a ghost before. Oh, let me pick up this dirt. I gotta get away.
Hello, gentlemen. Welcome to the Fall River Public Library. We're so delighted that you could be here to investigate evidence of the paranormal in our building.
Hi, my name is Dr. Roman Sandsucker. Pleasure to meet you all. You, sir, hello. Hello, ma'am. I'm the leader of the Fall River Paranormal Society, where we investigate paranormal and spooky happenings throughout the city, and we decided to come here to the Fall River Public Library to investigate if there's any spooky happenings here. I am the resident leader in demonology and resident master of complicated napkin folding, and I just published my second book on Amazon. That is a donation for your library, and we'll probably only be here for an hour or so. You won't even know we're here. We can reconvene in the lobby shortly thereafter, and we'll tell you everything that we found during our investigation.
Hi, I'm Professor Seymour Klebe.
Oh, nice to meet you, young man.
Pleasure to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I'm a professor of parapsychology at the Miskatonic University in Arkham, Massachusetts, and I'm here part of the team to capture spirits on my cameras, and I'm hoping to find some great pictures of ghosts here in the attic.
And last and certainly not least, our, how you would say, hired muscle here just in case anything too tough is awaiting us throughout the library. Please introduce yourself, my friend.
I'm Bobo Robusky, but everybody calls me just Bobo. My mama calls me Bobo, Johnny calls me Bobo, my daddy calls me Bobo, Uncle Donald calls me Bobo, the twins call me Bobo. You get the drift, right? The muscle of this group.
Nice to meet you, Bobo.
Pleasure's mine.
And Joyce, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Joyce Pensionault.
Hello, everyone. My name is Isidore Hempspleen, the oldest living librarian here at the Fall River Public Library, where I can tell you things you would not believe. Things that would make your skin crawl and keep you up at night for the rest of your life. Why, Mr. Mellor, I've seen mummies down in the basement. I've seen vampires up in the attic. I've seen ghosts swirling around the ceiling.
Yes.
I've even seen goblins coming up from the bookshelves, Joyce. I tell you, I've seen it. I don't need my medication right now. No.
Okay, why don't we convene here in about an hour or so, and you can share with us whatever evidence you find of the paranormal in the building. Good luck, gentlemen.
After you. I'm starting to feel some kind of spiritual energy coming from the basement of the Fall River Public Library. Oh, what do we have here? It appears to be some kind of ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics. Well, what on earth is this doing in the basement of the Fall River Public Library? Let's see if I can translate some of these hieroglyphs. My Egyptian is a little rusty. Let's see. Okay, almost there. Okay, the message is, woe to the one who dares to read these words and awaken me from my eternal dark slumber. Oblivion shall be theirs. Well, old friend, it seems you may not have anything in store for us after all. Whoa. Ah! 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 Oh no! The mummy!
In the darkness of a sepulchre, beneath the shifting sands, the mummy stirs within its sheath of rotten linen bands. Inside its stone sarcophagus, beneath the pyramid, it moves its cloth-enshrouded hands and pushes back the lid.
It arises in that chamber where no living thing has stepped, in that chamber chilled and airless, where for centuries it has slept. And then it stumbles through the mazes of the labyrinth halls, and where power supernatural beats down the earthen walls.
Now it walks the scorching desert, all its being filled with rage. Ancient rage it's borne for eons, since a dim primordial age. And it staggers blindly onward, mud-encrusted, caked with clay, and it permeates the desert with the stench of foul decay.
And now it must unleash its fury, spew the venom of its wrath, and woe to those poor souls who cross the mummy's mindless path. For the mummy will destroy them, they will perish racked with pain.
There is terror in the desert, for the mummy walks again.
Ah, phew. Well, no harm, no foul. I believe I've lost the mummy.
Well, while the investigators are doing their work, looking for evidence of the paranormal throughout the building, why don't we entertain our viewers with a few spooky stories? How does that sound?
That sounds wonderful. I'm always in a good mood for a good ghost yarn.
Yeah, aren't we all?
Great idea.
Now, my first story will be a terrifying tale called The Coffin. Little Albert Applebaum was 12 years old. And one dark night in October, you know, that time of year when strange things happen, little Albert was walking home from his friend's house, and he decided to take a shortcut through the graveyard. As he walked down the gravelly path through the center of the graveyard, he looked down and he noticed that his sneaker was untied. So he sat down on a nearby gravestone to tie his sneaker. And when he was tying that sneaker, he felt a bump coming from behind. He turned around, and there, standing behind little Albert, was this great, big, shiny black coffin standing just behind him. It wobbled back and forth as though it were trying to walk. And as it wobbled, it made this sound. Ka-thunk, 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 ka-thunk. Little Albert screamed, and he started running through the graveyard. And that tombstone, that coffin, it came running right after him. And as it ran, it made this sound. Ka-thunk, 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 ka-thunk. Well, little Albert, he ran out of the graveyard and down the main street, running right down the center of the road. He looked behind him, and don't you know, that coffin was coming right after him. Ka-thunk, 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 it went as it got closer and closer to little Albert. He decided to take another shortcut through a neighbor's yard. He leapt over the fence, but that didn't stop the coffin. It followed him and crashed right through that fence, making it splinter everywhere. It trampled the garden while trying to make its way after little Albert. But little Albert never stopped. He kept on running and running and running until finally,
Albert made it home. He ran through the yard, ran up the front porch, raced into the house, and slammed the door behind him. He listened at the door, but he heard nothing. Did the coffin follow him all the way to his house? Well, little Albert, he went to the side window and he pulled the curtain aside and looked out. And there he saw that big black coffin wobbling back and forth. Ka-thunk, ka-thunk, ka-thunk it went, and then suddenly it crashed right through the front door and walked across the living room, getting closer and closer to little Albert. Ka-thunk, ka-thunk, ka-thunk it went as it got closer and closer. Albert was being backed against the wall, and then suddenly that coffin opened its wide, big lid as if to swallow up little Albert. Little Albert knew that if he was going to survive, he had to think quick. So he reached into his pocket and he pulled out a cough drop and he threw it into the coffin. And then the coffin stopped. The end.
Well, I admit, Mr. Mello, that story did give me the shivers. But that's nothing like some of the stories I can tell you about this place. Well, it was back in 1948 when I was just a young whippersnapper. Right here in this very building, I came face to face with a horrible goat demon. Why, if he wasn't 8 feet tall, he wasn't an inch. He had blazing red eyes, and smoke poured from his nostrils like tobacco. Clouds of tobacco smoke poured out of his nostrils.
Time for your medication. Medication time.
Oh, looks like Bobo found some evidence of the supernatural. Oh, what's this? Another hair? Oh, would you look at this? Another hair. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. Another one. Oh, where's Bobo going? Bobo found another hair. Oh, where am I going? Oh, it's like Candyland. Where am I going? Oh, another hair here. Oh, we found this. Huh? Whoa! Oh, you want to dance with Bobo, huh? Oh, you think you scare Bobo? No. Bobo was captain of high school wrestling team. You're about to find out.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Here we go.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Bobo ready, come on. I'll show you what's up. Here we go.
Well, I still haven't heard a word from the investigators yet. I don't know if they've found anything, any evidence of the paranormal at this time, but it's still kind of early. Joyce, why don't you share a story?
Oh, I'd love to share a story. I'm going to do Bess. Now, John Nichols lived on a farm. He raised horses all his life. He was born there. And on his 10th birthday, his mom and dad gave him a pony of his own. And he called that horse Bess. Now, in the morning, when he went to school, he always would stop in the barn on his way to school to say good morning to Bess. When he came home and the weather was good, he would ride her in the fields. And they spent a lot of time in the afternoon. And at night, just before he went to bed, he would also go in to see Bess. Well, time went on, and he got married, and he continued on the horse farm. And one day, He and his wife went to the county fair, and he stopped into the gypsy fortune teller to have his fortune read. And when he went in, she said to him, "Oh," she said, "I see problems here for you." She said, "I think that your favorite horse is going to cause your death." Oh, he said, "No way. She's very gentle, and she's very, 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 very slow moving, and we just love her. There's no way." She says, "Well, it is written here in the cards that it will happen. I don't know when, I don't know where, but it is going to happen to you." Well, he left the fortune tellers, and he left. And then he said to himself, maybe, well, no, I don't believe it, but every time he looked at her, he always thought maybe that could be happening. Well, time went on, and he finally, one time, decided that Bess was so old that he was going to let her go to another farm. And his friend wanted to take Bess because he had grandchildren, and he thought she was so gentle that he would let her go to the farm. Well, John let her go, and a few years went by. And then one day he met the farmer, and he asked about Bess, and he said, Bess was very old, as you know, and she did pass on. Well, then John thought, she did die, and I'm still alive, so the fortune teller, that didn't mean anything. So he asked his friend if he might be able to go and visit Bess to say his last goodbye to her. And his friend said yes. So some time went by, and he went down to the farm, and he was told that Bess's bones were in the far yard, that he could go and see her. Well, he went over to her, and he looked at her and her skull. He said, "Oh, you were by far my favorite horse." And he went to touch the top of her skull. And just then, a snake came and bit him, and he died. Because, see, it was written in the cards.
Well, that certainly was a frightening story. What did you think, Mr. Helmspleen?
Well, that indeed was a terrifying story, Joyce. But let me tell you, there are things far beyond your imagination that have happened in this place that I've experienced.
Oh.
Well, one time, up in the attic, I met a god-awful vampire. I was looking for an old musty book that I thought I had left up there. And suddenly I came upon his secret lair. And let me tell you, his eyes were green and he...
Don't get all excited.
I don't need those pills.
Yeah, you think you do. Yes, you definitely do.
He gets a little overly excited.
Oh my God, what a beautiful big building. Boy, I think I can get some great pictures of ghosts here tonight. I wonder where the attic is. I didn't know anybody was working here. Could you tell me where the attic is? I have no idea how to get there. I wonder how... Oh, could you tell me where the stairs are to get up into the attic?
Well, I really don't work here. Actually, I'm really not here at all.
Well, we've yet to hear anything from our three investigators. I'm sure they're diligently looking throughout this building for some sign of the paranormal. While we're waiting, we'd like to share with you some information about how you can protect yourselves from ghosts and how you can raise up a ghost. Joyce, why don't you share your information?
Protecting yourself and home from ghosts. Ghosts are afraid of iron, so if you carry an iron nail in your pocket, it is said it will protect you from ghosts. You can also protect your home by hanging an iron horseshoe up above your door. Silver and brass are two other metals to be effective against ghosts. Keeping a crust of bread in your pocket is also another way to protect yourself. Hanging a piece of garlic around your neck is also said to be effective. If a ghost should appear before you, tossing an ordinary key is said to make them completely vanish. Spreading salt across the threshold of your door will keep ghosts and other creatures of the night far, far away from you.
All very good things to keep in mind if you want to protect yourself from ghosts. Now, if your intent is to raise up a ghost, here are some things you might want to try. Look through a keyhole in an empty room at 12 o'clock. Make sure there is a single lit candle in that room, and they say you will see a ghost. Gaze into a mirror submerged in water at the stroke of midnight, and you will see the reflection of a ghost just behind you. Look between the ears of a black cat at the stroke of midnight, and it is said that you will see a ghost. Walk around a gravestone 13 times at the stroke of midnight, and you will summon up a ghost. Tap on a gravestone 13 times with a branch of an old oak tree, and it is said that the spirit will rise up from the earth. Call out the names inscribed on a tombstone 13 times, and it is said you will see that ghost.
Well, Mr. Mello, those are some fun little tidbits of folklore. But you have to understand, I, Isidore Hempstein, have seen the real thing right here in the People's University.
Oh, Mr. Hempstein, no.
Oh, many and many occasions of horrible paranormal activities beyond the scope of your imagination.
I'm sure you think you saw those
I've
things.
tried to tell so many people,
Yes.
but they don't believe me.
Calm-
They don't believe me. Why don't they believe
Calm
me?
yourself down.
I'm an eminent librarian.
I-
I'm the greatest of all time.
I know you think
A
you
man-
might have
a
seen
man of-
these
I'm a
things.
man of letters.
Yes.
I'm a man of
Medication
I'm
time.
scientifically. I'm feeling sleepy.
That's much better. You need a rest.
Oh, I need to take a nap.
Yes, you do.
Wow, this place is spooky. I'm sure I'll get some great pictures of ghosts in here. What? Oh, I heard a noise. What's over there? Oh no, it's a vampire! Oh, no, no! Ah! Oh, ah, ah,
I'd like to thank this evening's sponsor, Spetsmitzer Industries, maker of Ghosts Be Gone, the only anti-ghost spray for the home. Just one spray is all you need to rid your home from ghosts, specters, and spirits for up to 6 months. Another fine Spetsmetzer quality product. Hello? Hello? Doctors? I guess they're not here. I guess they left early. Perhaps they found no evidence of the supernatural and just decided to leave early. I think that's what they did. Well, everyone, we're sorry that we failed to produce any evidence of ghosts or spirits or goblins or the supernatural here this evening, but we hope you enjoyed tonight's program, and we wish you all a very happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween and be safe, all of you, please.
No, I have a bad feeling about all of this, Mr. Mello. I sense that something terrible has happened to those 3 young men. I think the least we can do is go look for them to make sure they're all right.
Don't worry, Doctor.
I think we get to. Oh, I don't want. No, I don't need those pills.
It's fine. Yeah,
No, don't leave me here alone. No. Look. You didn't believe me. See, I told you this place is haunted. No, wait, don't leave me here alone with these ghouls. No. Ah!